Hi, it's Maggie. As Christmas and New Year's have passed and 2024 rolls in, many are starting to think about buying houses again. With today's high housing prices and interest rates, it's more important than ever to avoid pitfalls in your purchase. So in today's video, I'll discuss 3 types of properties you might want to avoid in 2024, diving into the potential problems and risks associated with each. I like to emphasize that my focus here is on the greater Seattle area. Situations in other places like California or New York might differ. So this isn't broadly applicable, but it is specific advice for the Seattle area. And don't forget to like, save, and share this video. Let's get started. First up, I want to talk about pre-sale luxury high-rise condos. Those condos are upscale apartment units in tall buildings, sold before the building is fully constructed. Buyers purchase these based on plans and models, and they offer luxurious amenities and high-end features. But buying these condos come with risks. Firstly, these high-rise condos generally offer poor value for money. We recently compared a $3 million single-family home and a high-rise condo in downtown Bellevue. For the same price, the single-family home had 10,000 square feet of land and nearly double the interior space. Secondly, buying a luxury condo means high maintenance costs. In Seattle area, a typical $500,000 condo can have a monthly HOA fees of $500, while the fees of luxurious condos can be significantly higher. It's okay if you're rich but don't care about money, but if you're purchasing for investment, these HOA fees can significantly diminish your cash flow. Thirdly, there's the risk of delays in pre-sale condos. The pre-sale means you sign a contract and pay a deposit or a portion of the price while the building is still under construction or even before it starts. The risks include potential delays or the final build might not meet expectations. Moreover, if developers face financial difficulties, projects might be postponed or even canceled. During the pandemic, Canadian developer Boza has paused work on the Civic Square project across the street from Seattle City Hall because of rising construction costs and uncertainties in the broader construction market. So if you're interested in investing in this kind of city lifestyle, like a condo with a city view and don't mind spending a few $100,000 or even a couple million, then it's fine. However, I don't recommend these high-rise condos for investment purposes. The second type of property is the older fixer-upper in far suburbs that many bought during the pandemic and the remote work period. During the pandemic, with the option of remote work, people thought, why not buy a large house in the suburbs like Edmonds, Mill Creek, or even Maple Valley for $500,000 to $1 million, spend some money on renovations, and get a much better deal than competing for a small rundown place in Bellevue? Well, it made sense at the time, and the suburban houses did increase in value over the last 2 years. However, in 2024, this approach might lead you into a big trap. More companies are asking staff to come back to the office. Imagine if you're living in the far suburbs, driving at least 30 minutes to an hour every day to work. The living experience would not be very ideal. Also, I want to emphasize old fixer-uppers. You might need to invest a lot of time, effort, and money into renovations. But once back to office kicks in, the value of these renovations diminishes. I think it's better to invest this money in a down payment for a house closer to the office or city. Finally, as we often say, location, location, location. Even if you're able to work remotely permanently, with more and more people returning to the office and choosing to live in the city or nearby suburbs, this trend is likely to hurt the future appreciation of those homes in distant suburbs, making them harder to sell. So I suggest that in 2024, you should avoid buying older homes in far suburbs and focus on more central locations like closer suburbs or urban areas. The third type of property to be wary of is the single-family homes priced under market value on the east side, especially in the cities of Bellevue, Redmond, and Kirkland. Recently, we've seen U.S. 30-year mortgage rates drop from a high of 7.79% to around now 6.6%, and they're likely to decrease further this year. This will significantly stimulate the Seattle housing market as it will be more affordable for buyers getting mortgages. However, a rate of 5.5 to 6% won't attract sellers, as many still have those 2 to 3% loans. So an increase in demand without a corresponding increase in supply will likely lead to bidding wars like in the recent years. Just take a look at the recently sold homes on the east side area and you'll find that almost every single family home is sold at least $100,000 more than the asking price. You need to be careful about overbidding. In the end, a bidding war might make you pay much more than the market value. So how can you avoid overbidding? First, work with your agent to develop a bidding strategy. Have them to do a comparable marketing analysis to assess the home's market value and set a maximum bid and increments based on that. Stick to it firmly and don't get swayed by other buyers. This way you avoid overspending in the heat of the moment. Secondly, think about other options. To be honest, finding homes on the east side for just over $1 million is always really tough. There's always someone with deeper pockets or less rational ready to outbid you. So in such cases, consider other options like houses in Bothell where you can find a nicer and newer home, or if you're willing to stretch your budget a little bit, you can also get much better homes in Issaquah, Sammamish, or Newcastle. Third, buy off-peak. Historical data shows that Seattle's real estate market peaks from April to June. That is also when the highest bidding happens. If you can act earlier than others or buy during the off-season, you're less likely to get caught in a bidding war. If you're set on buying a house this year and don't want to overpay, consider starting earlier in the year or during winter when the market is cooler. Last winter, we took advantage of lower rates to help clients secure some really good deals. So these are the 3 types of homes we recommend avoiding in 2024. In summary, buying a house in 2024 shouldn't be an impulsive and easy, quick decision, thinking it will be appreciated no matter what. You need to consider how to buy core assets and improve your financial situation in the long run, but still you're able to keep your current life quality with this purchase. Especially with slowing population growth, rising interest rates, and no more high growth in Seattle, you really need to think carefully before you purchase the home. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. If you have questions, comments, or you need to buy or sell real estate in the greater Seattle area, don't hesitate to reach out. I hope you all find your perfect home this year. It's Maggie. I'll see you next time.